Hello, everyone. Welcome back after a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. What is a role-playing
Glad
game?
to be back.
Right.
Quick catch-up.
You know, I
Yeah.
just noticed that on the countdown, the die changes, and the one this time was a nat 1 on a d20. So I feel like that's like an omen or something.
Definitely. Yeah, we started off with technical
Oh,
difficulties
no.
like crazy, and Alex doesn't have a body anymore, which
Yep.
is unfortunate.
Yeah,
for
Alex
everyone.
transcended past corporeal form, which, you know what, like, good for you. But it
Mhm.
does make it hard to have a video stream.
He now lives on the
Yes, but
internet
at
like the
least
lawnmower
you
man.
Yes,
Right.
like that
Wait, it's
fresh
nice-
ass reference. To
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
There
know.
we go. There we go.
It's nice to know that when you achieve Nirvana, there's still D&D and such, right? Like, there's still role-playing games beyond the veil, which is super nice.
Yeah.
And by the way, Lawnmower Man, which had extremely little to do with the Stephen King short story by which it took the name. Like, it's like night and day. They're so different stories. It was just like, we really like the idea of the name Lawnmower Man. Let's make a multi-movie series that's not connected to the books in any way.
I don't know what Lawnmower Man is.
He's a Mario brother.
It's about a guy in a lawnmower.
He's a Mario brother.
No, there's two of them. And I know their names.
Oh, there's a third.
Yeah.
Did you not hear about the third Mario brother?
No, because he doesn't exist. So
Oh, there's definitely a third. Alex, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you?
I actually don't know if I do.
Oh, so all right.
There's a third Mario.
Did you look it up? Did you find out about Pablo? He's the third.
Pablo? No, I do not
He's
know who
Pablo.
Pablo is.
I'm gonna.
Frank, I don't know if you're aware, but April Fool's was on Friday.
I wish this was as simple as that and not my brain. Yeah, it's Pablo. It's even auto completing for me. Hold on. Yeah.
What's his job?
Internet conspiracy theory about a secret third Mario brother, like how there's a secret fourth Duck sibling from DuckTales or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Or Bigger Luke.
Bigger Luke? Like,
do you not know Bigger Luke? You need to look at Bigger Luke later.
All right, we are not doing any role playing tonight. It's just looking at memes and possibly a viewing of Lawnmower Man.
I don't know if we can squeeze a viewing of Lawnmower Man into
yeah.
minutes we have left on this stream.
By the end of the show, I will have.
Okay, so what? So back to Pablo. What is So tell me about Pablo.
All right, give me one.
What did he do for a living?
What did he do for a bit? Brendan,
well,
if you ever needed
Mario's a
stall
plumber.
for time, this is the time to be like, all right, well, what are they supposed to be doing today?
Yeah.
There's no greater stall I could do. All right, I'm gonna share with everyone this wonderful find from the internet. It's probably gonna take forever to do for no good reason. This is gonna be such low payoff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's loading. Okay.
For our listeners and not our viewers.
And it's a podcast. They're never gonna. Hey, you know what? Follow us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/nonproductive. And then you get more content. All right. So here it is on the screen. Hopefully, Alex can see.
Right.
Yes. Good.
I love it so much.
Twitter user Mariana, all the Mario Brothers as sausages. This implies very strongly that there's a Pablo and then theoretically a Woblo, right? An evil Pablo.
Right,
yes, it's true.
Would it be Woblo?
Yep.
It's like Waluigi.
Walapo? I'm not gonna.
Wapoplo.
We can't conjugate.
Yeah. Well, it's WAP. And then Oblo after.
Yeah.
Just because we have the Waluigi Yeah, Wa Pablo.
And in case you
would
needed
be, I
to
think,
know,
the way
the
to do
color
it.
scheme matches, so we know what color he is. He's like this kind of
Yeah.
orange. Yeah.
But that's not.
The question is,
Mario's already
what trade
red.
was he in?
What was he in? Or trade? I think he's also a plumber. I
What
think all
trade?
of them
Because we
are.
know. Well, no, in the original advertisements, Luigi's an electrician.
Hmm.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Maybe that's maybe.
yeah. So
I have a question.
maybe he's
Has
he's a
Mario
carpenter.
ever
Pablo?
actually done any plumbing?
I
We
believe in
seem
the
to
He goes
original
in
go
Mario
pipes
Brothers.
constantly.
Just because I can go in a pipe, that doesn't make me a plumber, okay? The point of a plumber
Well,
is to
let's put it this way: he
pipe.
goes into pipes and then manages to come out of them. I have more faith in his ability to escape a pipe situation than
If
I
you
do in
have
your
a pipe
ability to
that's
escape a pipe
larger than
situation.
your entire body, you're gonna be able to
And
get
infested
out of
with
it.
turtles.
You
Yes,
know what? I don't think we're gonna find a better segue to get back into the game. I don't think it's possible. I think we have to jump on this,
Speaking of people who
or
are
just
doing
admit we
things that are
become
not in their
a
job
Pablo
description.
podcast. Sorry, what?
Yeah. So
Speaking of
Pablo was a
people doing
carpenter.
things that are not in their job description.
Absolutely. Yes.
And then our
And then our game. So you were all trapped inside a electrified building with the sounds of Sasquatch outside the door.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Mongoose, I remember
love our
Mongoose
world.
was only half pretending to be really, really mad at Polly about the Sasquatch situation.
Right. And I think the cover story is that we were just going for a trip and we're besieged by Sasquatch. All right. How far do we get on the actual objective of USB in, though? I don't think we
I
did.
believe that went in.
Oh, it
I
did?
plugged in the USB.
I think so,
and
too.
I believe that Punk Bunny had taken over the computer where we left off last time.
Okay.
Because the dude was too busy electrifying us to stop the virus on his computer. And I can't believe we have a dog guest starring on the podcast tonight.
What a rarity for us.
I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Jackie's a werewolf now.
Yeah.
We have
what-
to
what-
credit our guest star. What is your dog's name?
That would be Bilbo.
Bilbo.
Bilbo the dog.
Like a true nerd.
Mm.
Excellent.
Love it.
Yes, I am. Yep, true nerd indeed.
Yes, man.
So, are we looking for a way to get out of this now, or are we actually legitimately just hiding from Sasquatch? Because I think we are kind of just hiding from Sasquatch.
Well, we stopped when Punk Bunny's last session stopped when Punk Bunny's symbol came up on the screen, and I would like to know what's going on there.
Man, Rebel knocking it out of the park with the memory of things.
Thanks. I'm mostly
Wow.
pulling it completely out of my ass.
No,
so.
you're selling it though. That's
It's
the important thing. We got a couple of
Your
scrolls,
butt memory is great.
10 gold, and
I have
Grandpa?
like an SD card in there, so yeah.
Okay, so you're Punk Bunny's gotten control of the building, which means that you can now get back down on the floor without being electrified. You are trapped inside at the moment, though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, does anyone by any chance remember what form I'm into? I remember that I didn't get electrified because I made it onto the table before.
Dwarf.
I rolled some awesome.
You're a
thing.
dwarf woman
but-
because we were talking about how rad that is.
yeah, you're a female.
Yes,
dwarf.
that sounds perfect.
All right. So I think the major obstacle is, since Punk Bunny does have control of the building and perhaps the door, is the major obstacle whatever's behind the door, that growling and
Most
sniffing?
likely, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, I got an idea, and when I do this, I have like mini shrooms in my hand. You wanna see what could crack it open a bit, see if we can make them more friendly. I don't know why I put air quotes on that. I meant that literally.
The last time that we were anywhere near a Sasquatch, which was at the nest and not actually near the Sasquatch, you did already leave mushrooms, and since they followed us, I think giving them more mushrooms is a bad idea.
Perfect idea. What? Oh, bad idea. Yes, it's a bad idea. Right, because they want the mushrooms that they followed us for. We shouldn't give them what they want.
If we give them to the Sasquatch will continue to follow us.
Right. And Polly spends the next couple of minutes fantasizing having a Sasquatch friend who will follow them anywhere. And but yeah, that's all I do.
And then you have the you finally finish your memory or flashback there, or your vision, and it's that last scene from Harry and the Hendersons where he's telling him to go away. You know,
I don't want you here. I'm just screaming at the door. He doesn't know what's good for him. He can't be with people.
Listen, I've never seen Harry and the Hendersons, but I do know what scene you're talking about. It's parodied in literally everything ever.
Yeah, well, it's one of the major scenes of cinema, along with pretty much the entirety of Lawnmower Man. For those of you watching, I think we just lost it, Alex.
We did lose Alex.
Yeah.
While we wait for Alex to come back, let's talk more about the cinematic classic that is Harry and the Hendersons.
You can't keep a good Alex down. He said Harry and the Hendersons. I want to talk about Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, sorry about that. So I just got a alert on my thing saying that it dropped, and it was like, pro tip, stand near your router. I'm like, okay.
I find that slightly suspicious. It's like,
oh my gosh.
Oh, it's
your router.
Aggressive phone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about your
it's
internet
StreamYard
situation, Alex.
StreamYard like just called my ass out.
Hey, champ, why don't you go near your router? All right.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, there's awful lot of lead in your walls. Just maybe hand lead.
Actually, so physics major, it's not lead. It's you know how when light passes through like glass, it refracts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, radio and wireless signals do that, but with your walls. So there are spots in your house where you get better and worse Wi-Fi because of that.
Nice. That'd be too long into a notice. They could have put the phone. Couldn't tell you that.
Stand closer to your router.
Yeah.
In other words.
Well, if you stand right next to it, there are no walls in the way to refract the signal.
Wi-Fi can't go through walls. It's not a ghost, stupid.
Then how does it get between rooms?
That's 100% a community paraphrase joke. Ghosts aren't fire. They can't go through walls, stupid. And then vice versa. So dope. Anyways, yes. All right. So, if we're not going to drug our friendly Sasquatches, what do you want to do? Fight them or wait them out?
Well, so here's just this thing. I know we don't want to. Yeah, and
so Punk Bunny
appears
on the screen. Punk Bunny's avatar, and says, "You having a little problem out there?
Do you have cameras on the outside of the building as well? Polly accidentally attracted a Sasquatch to us."
I do, and Punk Bunny pulls up the exterior cam, and you can see a large hairy figure jitterily walking along.
Is like,
despite the poor thing.
Camera, is it like shaky cam footage of the Sasquatch?
Yeah, it's from the Sasquatch shaking the building. So
it's like a weird thing that happens with Sasquatch. You can never get a good shot of them.
That's
You
right. It's
know?
always blurry or something. Just
Yeah.
like the Loch Ness
Mhm.
monster.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there's a large furry thing moving around outside there. Considerably bigger than any one of you.
But bigger than a mushroom kaiju.
No.
We don't have enough stool to make that happen. Disgusting. No, all right.
That's gross.
Let's not assume a negative intent here. I think one of us has to go out and try to communicate with the Sasquatch.
And
So
who are you
when
volunteering for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when you get ripped apart, that will give me and Jackie enough time to escape.
Well, probably only one of you. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to rip me apart very quickly, and then jump on the slowest of you, most likely Jackie.
I
Sorry,
have
short
tiny legs.
Yeah.
Jackie does
Mhm.
have very small legs.
And then you could get away. If you could bring any of my body parts with you so that you could like put it in the church so that the fungi can find, their next cycle with me, that would be wonderful. But you know what?
So-
Whatever works.
To clarify, when you get ripped apart, you want
Yes.
me to go close to the things that ripped you apart to get a body part.
You're right. Maybe if something just flies at you, just try to snag it while you're running. And that's only if I get ripped apart. I still think I can reason with the creature.
Reason with the large hairy thing outside.
Yeah, lots of things are hairy.
That's
The
true.
just because something is hairy does not mean it is also able to communicate with you and I.
Well, what other alternatives do we have? We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I actually don't want to wait until Punk Bunny loses control of the building and then we get electrocuted until authorities show up.
I think Punk Bunny has a pretty good hand on the controls.
So you want to just stay here until it gets bored?
That would be my preferred method of dealing with the creature.
All right. Well, Jackie, maybe you could split the tie.
I mean, I was thinking maybe I would like to get out of here personally. We've almost died through electrocution. I think that waiting around is not. How long can we wait before the next time something tries to kill us, either inside and or outside this building?
Well, the reason that I suggest we wait is so that the thing that would kill us outside the building goes away.
Sure, I get that, but
Yeah.
I'm not super thrilled about the idea of other things coming to get us while we wait for that one to go away, because we're risking not one thing being in our path, but potentially an army of things and the thing that's already out there.
It's a circle of life, but like bad.
That's not what that means.
Oh,
What do you suggest is our best course of action? Because I do not think throwing Polly at it will be the best solution.
Well, what if is there any way that maybe we could lure the Sasquatch away? We know what it wants. Is there any way we can somehow projectile some mushrooms away from here?
Yeah, you're kind of in a square concrete building with one door.
How difficult would it be, since I left some mushrooms at the creature's campsite? How difficult would it be for me to connect? This is my plan, anyways. I want to connect to Mother Mycelium and make some of the spores that naturally were left at the campsite fruit like crazy. so that maybe the scent will attract the creature back to its original campsite
Okay.
using magic.
Using magic. That would
Yes.
be an ascents roll.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is a fairly desperate move.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And the effect is low at the moment. You can spend to increase your effect or decrease your or add extra dice.
Uh I'm gonna have to spend to increase the effect because you don't want this to be successful and it barely have an effect, right? Like
Right.
a mushroom is fruiting a mile away, it will eventually decide to leave. So that means I'm limited to 2 dice for this. Unless can anyone even help in this situation? I don't know how.
I'm not
I
sure
don't
how
think
someone would help you do
it's-
this. Yeah.
Yeah. What if it's easier if I put my fingers in the soil outside, like I'm actually touching the same ground that leads out, but that means somebody has to open the door a crack and cover me. Can I convince anyone to do something reckless like that, or nah, we'll just let it roll on 2 dice?
I mean, I'll help, but you know, the second that thing comes sniffing towards us, I'm closing the door, whether your fingers are in or out.
Yeah, I think that's cool. That way, my fingers are like outside the door. There's some danger to this scene. Consequences for
Mhm.
me. All right, I'm good with that. We're
Yeah,
good.
definitely potential consequences for failure.
Yeah.
So
All right.
let's see what happens.
3d6, and let me. Hoping this will. Did anything even load on the screen? That's odd.
It's loaded on mine.
Yeah, weird. I don't know what
I
happened,
think-
but I got a 3, and a 4. I don't know what's going on. Why it didn't? Let me
It's
try
not
sharing
showing
it.
up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
but-
We lost Brennan.
Oh no. No,
We
there
lost
he is.
our GM.
Give me 1 minute. I got him back. I'm gonna make a prayer. No, I think it's because we're doing 2 things at
Oh
once.
God, we lost Alex too. It's
That's just me and you. What are we gonna do?
I don't think I did anything that time. I don't know what happened.
I think with Alex dropping out, people's positions are moving around. All right, so we got our screen back, anyways, and yeah, 4.
Okay.
4 on
we're
the
So
all
4 is a
4 of
success,
us-
but there's a complication. So that means that you can mark off an XP for yourself
Cool.
in your I don't know what a sense goes off of.
I think it's off. It might be off of willpower, right? Because there's no
Yeah.
track above it. We'll put it there temporarily. If we're wrong, we will check the manual and modify. All right.
And you manage to grow these mushrooms that are very attractive to this creature back miles away. And you attract it away from the building that you're in. But I'm going to say that you are so tuned in to the mycelium that you can't draw yourself out.
Oh,
very
all right.
easily.
Physically
crazy.
or mentally?
Mentally.
Nice. All right, guys, you got a bunch of weight to carry. So yeah, Polly's just
Polly's
spread out.
like zoned out.
That's awesome. I love that. My brain is actually the mile or whatever away.
Yeah.
It's the entire length of the space between here and where the mushrooms are fruiting. Cool.
Those the tendrils of the mushroom, the mycelium of the mushrooms that lives under the ground are your neurons right now. So
I love that. I love
Oh,
that.
that's so cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, first things first, I'm emptying their pockets because I do not want the Sasquatch to smell the mushrooms on them anymore.
Okay.
I mean, roll a die of what I got in my pockets.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you might get rid of something super important.
I think I burned through most of my material components recently and did not restock. So you're just probably
Okay.
dumping mushrooms, various like ticket stubs to concerts I really liked, bits of string. So yeah, very important.
What the fuck? How does it like this? Yaki, you are strong right now, yes?
I am strong, but also stout. So, but I can do some tricks to make that work.
Yes, I
So you have my
will
character sheet, Brennan. You're gonna have to.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I will help
Perfect.
you with
How much do I have
carrying
in
whatever falls
the
off the
edge? How
end.
much edge do I have left?
You're pretty good on edge. You have only 2 pips in edge right now. Are you lagging
Because
us,
I don't
Alex?
mind using my power to spend an edge to be able to be super strong for a burst of time and carry this big floppy.
That totally makes sense. And I believe that's 1 edge plus 1 for the special feature of being extra strong.
Yeah, I think there's some serious lag here.
Yeah, that's all right. Alex.
I'm back now, so I can hear you. I don't know what's going on with this lag tonight. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so it wasn't lag, it was just a bad audio connection. That's
Yep.
better? Question mark?
All right, so I'm going to. I don't know what happened from the rolls. I don't know what I missed. I wanted
You
to
didn't
be
miss
strong.
any
I don't know if it
rolls.
went through.
Were you spending 2 edge to be strong? So you might not be able to hear us still, but that's okay. We know what he's doing, and he dropped again. But we know what he's doing. He's Jackie. She is picking you up.
That's right.
Yeah, and Mongoose is gonna carry whatever falls off. So the legs probably.
The legs probably, yes.
Yeah.
So you pick up the legs, and then you are heading out. I think whenever Alex gets back, we can roll for the physical endurance that it's going to take to do this.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if Alex is back. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. My God, so bad. Hey, all right. So what I missed in the last 5 minutes or so?
Just talking about the logistics of you carrying Polly. But
okay,
now
perfect.
we're actually going to make the roll.
Yes, do it.
All right, cool. I'm going to actually say this is a finesse roll because you're trying to move through the forest without attracting a Sasquatch while carrying a limp body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's the one stat I'm actually decent in there.
Yeah.
That and fight, you're pretty good at that too. So
yes, I am.
All right. So this is going to be risky because you don't want to attract the Sasquatch back.
All right. Who wants to actually do the honor of the rolling?
I'm helping
thank you.
so
I appreciate it.
The roll.
Good.
So
we're at 2d6 so far for finesse.
I'm helping, so that would make it 3, right?
Yes.
You take an edge when you help, I believe.
Oh, then I can't help because I'm like pretty much maxed out.
And I can't help either, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Do we need me to push myself?
You already spent to increase your stats. What effects is that to the die pool?
Well, that means that you're able to carry
Oh,
Polly
just to get it.
along.
Got it.
Yeah, just to be
Okay.
able to carry.
So I guess we're running it on 2d6.
Here we go.
Ooh,
That
5.
is 2
Nice.
5s.
Nice.
Baby.
So
Good.
5. Very nice. All right. So
Yeah.
you're able to haul Polly back to the border where the fence is without attracting the attention of any supernatural critters.
Nice.
But as you're approaching the fence, you can see
Perfect.
a patrol moving along the fence, a guard patrol.
All right, Mongoose, I think this might be your slick. We need your slickness here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So remind me. The fence is to keep rabble rousers like us in, right? In the city.
Pretty much the local nation that lives on the other side of the fence does not want lowlifes from Seattle coming out here.
Right. And what generally happens to people who get caught on the wrong side of the fence?
Well, if they're Shadowrunners like you, they get shot at sometimes
Mm-hmm.
or arrested and
Mhm.
deported.
Mm-hmm. Deported back to the city.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking my way out is gonna not be the best move. This is really something where we need to sneak past them, right? We don't want to get shot at or arrested and then deported.
Right.
Because
Well, I
what-
have a
what-
human shield, so I might be fine.
Hey, not quite human.
Yeah.
It's an elf
Fair.
shield.
yeah, somewhat fungal.
Somewhat
Um,
fungal also. Yes.
now I'm just picturing Polly as that weird green Loterman monster from underneath the toenails.
Oh my god.
oh god.
Aspirational goals one day.
Aspirational
Yeah.
goal.
Oh, ew. So grossed out.
Nice.
Anyway, so what all does the patrol look like?
The patrol is in on basically like ATV like little vehicles.
Mhm.
It is in fact a drone patrol.
Drone patrol.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a little helicopter like thing flying over them, and then there are 2 of these ground patrol vehicles.
Mhm. Let's see. So, okay, I have an idea. I am going to mark off one of my loadout, and it's a comm, and I want to basically throw the matching comm into a bush very far away, and I am going to, yell into it and try and draw their attention away from the hole in the fence we made.
Okay, so you're going to try and attract them to the other comm unit
Yes.
rather than yours.
Yes.
Good call. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay. That may be an interface roll.
Okay, I can hack that. Literally.
You
Uh,
want me to clear those dice out while you're
Yes.
getting yours?
Don't forget to not hit clear
Yeah.
all because you'll get rid of the. Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. A 6.
6. Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
So that's a complete
Nice
success.
throw.
Yeah.
You get it a fair distance away. You're able to amplify your voice
Mhm.
so that it sounds like you're louder. So that it's louder than you are.
Oh, so I think what I do is I turn the volume all the way up on the other comm unit, and then
Yeah.
I basically just put it up against my mouth, and make noises into it to attract their attention.
Yeah. So they stop. Spotlights go over to that bush. They don't open fire on it, but you can sneak through the fence while they're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Even with a
Love
fucking
it.
literal dead weight, we made it.
Right.
Mhm.
And Polly, you basically are coming out of it now because you're far enough away from the Sasquatch nest that
That was the best.
yeah.
That was so cool.
Jackie
Man,
pops
you
him.
know how many ants there are out
Mhm.
there? I do.
I just
Yeah,
let you thump onto the ground.
Ow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so we're alive? We made it? Cool.
Yes. And no thanks to you, we got through the fence without being caught.
Oh yeah, I mean it wasn't my job to get us through the fence. It was my job to get us through the Sasquatch. Sasquatchy? Squatches? Sasquatches?
It's your job to make
Big
sure
feet.
that we don't have to carry your sorry ass around when it comes time to go through the fence.
I'm not sorry. That was so cool. I gotta figure out a way of bottling that. Well, we did our job. Were we gonna get paid for this one, or was this like a
Yes.
thing we did for friends?
Nope, you were going to get paid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We usually get paid for the things that we do unless we're doing it to get out of trouble.
That's very true.
Polly's surprised about it.
Polly is surprised about it.
Always not very attentive. Let's be real.
Or too attentive, like for like about a mile, just spread out.
Yeah,
No,
under
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah,
dissociating.
yeah.
Associating.
I mean, is there a better word for it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Transcending.
Yeah.
I would still refer to that as dissociating.
Little column A, little column B, whatever floats your boat.
All right. So you're going to get payoff for this. So you can make it back into your hideout at this point.
Nice.
And we'll go into the payoff now. So you earn 2 rep per run by default.
Nice.
So you're going to get plus 2 rep for this. Let me get onto your sheet.
When our rep is completely filled up, do we just
You move up a tier.
Because I think we are.
Cool.
Unless
Nope, you got to fill it all the way up to the X.
Oh, so fixers is I got it.
The more fixers
get
you
it.
have, the less you have to build your rep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we currently have one fixer, so
Well, one
Well,
of the
we
things you
could
can
work
do
on
is
that, right?
is add fixers with
Mhm.
your advancements.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, yeah, we can get more fixers if we
Yeah.
want it.
All right, so your crew stash is full.
We need to buy an upgrade to the Tom Hanks mobile.
Right.
Yes.
Truth.
Okay. So the next bit is your actual Nguyen payoff. So the standard run. So you're going to earn 4.
So everybody gets one, but
And
we
then
have
one
an
to the pool.
extra with our pool is full, so we gotta spend it.
Oh, definitely spend it on. Let's spend it on the car some more. Let's buy some cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what are we gonna do with Tom Hanks?
I think we upgrade Tom Hanks. He's too important to our livelihood.
Rich fiction that we've created.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Tom Hanks, an integral. If Tom Hanks isn't in the story, in every run, Tom Hanks has appeared.
We have a lot of Tom Hanks stands in the audience.
We do.
Maybe do some upgrades where we could do some more cyber crimes through it. Maybe even some remote driving.
I love cyber crimes. Yes.
Are we gonna try and make it a full Knight Rider? Like go full
I think
kit
so.
with this thing.
I
down
think
the
it
line?
should just like Knight Rider, but with Tom Hanks' voice.
Yes, of course.
Like Joe versus the volcano era Tom Hanks. Oh, what's going? Yeah.
Like Woody from Toy Story, since that's why we.
I'm not gonna
There's
lie.
a lot of similarities in the Tom Hanks range.
I
there.
was thinking that this thing's gonna yell out like "There's a snake in my boot" and stuff like that. It does the full.
Snake in my boot.
It does the full like
Someone's
every
closing
phrase
the
that came out of
watering
Woody when he
hole.
pulled his string.
Right.
Yeah. It only says the pre-recorded catchphrases of the fictional Woody toy
Mhm.
from
Mhm.
Toy Story.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll sort that out in a bit.
Yeah.
Um, So everybody else is getting another 1 Nguyen
Mm-hmm.
to their own personal stash or
Okay.
to their pool.
Jackie, you need me to put that in there, or
I got that for
Okay.
Jackie. All right.
Thank you.
Heat.
Ugh.
So this was pretty smooth and quiet with low exposure, apart from you tipping off the guy who ran the place. So we'll call that contained, right?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
one guy.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to set people on you. So
Oh, I expect nothing less, but you know, it's not like the fucking nation that we broke into knows that we crossed the path.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and Seattle authorities didn't know anything about it either. So, apart from what's been reported, if this guy ratted you out, which would not really be a street thing to do. So. But we'll put 2 heat on you. So your heat's starting to build up a little bit.
Does heat have to get filled out completely before we get into wanted?
Yeah.
Or is that? Yeah. All right. Good.
I did. I'm pretty sure I reduced the heat last time. Remember, because I paid off those officers when I got
You
arrested.
did. You did,
Yeah.
but it wasn't dropped down to 0.
Yeah, we have done a lot of high profile bad things.
Loud things.
Yes, we have.
Well, I know for my downtime, I got to take the edge off because I am one away from being traumatized. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do that next.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm doing. Going clubbing.
Okay.
Seals or otter?
No, I would never.
So sorry about that.
Awful.
Yeah,
Terrible.
Awful.
Frank, you're banished.
Thank goodness. someone had the courage to do it.
I'm afraid that you're going to have to leave the podcast.
Fair enough. See you, everyone. Just exit out whenever you're ready.
Yeah,
For those at home, Frank is no longer in the stream.
Can he let himself back in? I hope so, because I can't let him in.
know. There we go.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Frank.
I've learned a lot about myself over my exile period.
Well, this is your audition, so did you bring your resume with you? Because the last guy was pretty awful, so we
resigned from the
podcast. Recently canceled on his own podcast.
That's
right. All right, so you're going to try to indulge your vice.
Yes. Try is a strong phrase. I am going to indulge my vice because I have like 8 pip smarts.
Right, you will indulge your vice. When you indulge your vice, you're going to roll a d6, probably. It's equal to the lowest of your 3 stat blocks.
Mm-hmm. Which is intuition, in which I have 1.
Yeah. Okay.
That now I am rolling, and I rolled a 1. Shit.
So you reduce your edge by 1.
Well, I think
that is a bad club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a good night.
No, I think somebody started a bar fight, and I did not get to relax.
Yeah.
Like, I got some drinking in, which is why I get any edge taken off. But other than that, it was a terrible experience. I'm lowering my Yelp review of the place.
Cyber Yelp.
My super Yelp review, which, you know, if your super Yelp review gets below like a 3, then you're immediately sold to the highest bidder.
Ooh, interesting. I like that. I like that.
So you can do it again if you want.
I will. That will be my entire
downtime. Yes.
Downtime. Yeah. I think I gotta though. So I'm
because you're in bad shape.
Yeah. So I instead of going to a club where things can go terribly wrong, I'm just gonna go get a massage for 3.
For 3.
So a bit more relaxing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Alex, your edge is currently at 4.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. We're still in a situation where I can't indulge my vice. Isn't that we did something
Oh,
where we
that's
messed
right.
up my
That's right.
relationship with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
um
You've got to do
with the
something for them.
orphanage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be one of our next missions. We're gonna do something to either help them directly or do something to friend ourselves to whoever. They're being racketeered, right? Isn't that what the issue was? Some group
Yeah, I
is.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so either we got to work with that group to get them to like us, work against that group to get them to leave them alone, or come up with some other option.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. So since I can't indulge, what are my other options again? I can add to my. I could like give myself skills, right? I think add to those.
You can train. Yeah.
Yes.
You can also reduce heat.
Okay. Yeah, we can reduce heat. Let's reduce some heat.
Okay. Reducing heat. So you're going to make a roll for this. What are you doing to reduce your heat?
I think I'm going to. Is there any way that I can like get Punk Bunny? I know we've been seen at a bunch of different events,
Right.
trying to do stuff in the past. I would like Punk Bunny to see if they can't hack a couple of them and not like take us out of their footage, because I don't think that we'd be able to do that, but maybe Photoshop on just one of my forms onto all of them. So that it messes so they'll be looking for someone who not only doesn't exist, but they think that that person is at all of them. They don't realize they think there's another member of the crew that they'll just never find, which I think would help us with our heat, and that they would be like dedicating resources to trying to find the identity of someone who just does not exist and is a constant member of the group.
Sure. I can see that. I think that's an influence role for you, actually.
Perfect. You're going to have to roll that for me, though.
Yeah. Can somebody roll a d6 for Alex?
I'll do it so it's a different color automatically.
Great.
Three. Yep.
A 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to reduce your heat by 1.
Cool.
Which is still something.
Yeah. And with my other downtime, can you just have me train in whatever looks good to you on the page? Because I can't see my screen to know what I need to open.
Sheet and see. You're a clean slate, my friend. I think you just leveled up.
I did.
Intuition is your lowest when you have one tip in there.
Where do I do it? Intuition, then. Doing it.
Okay. When you train in intuition, because of your team bonus, you get 2 dots instead of just 1.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
So that's useful. All right, Polly.
Yeah. So I want to work on my congregation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you doing that?
I am going. So right now I have 3 out of 8 of the wedges filled out. I am going to have more regular meetings with my with the people who've already kind of had me whispering in their ears about, you know, the faith of true unity.
Right.
And we are going to go out on a trip to the edge of the gates to the wilderness. We are going to drop mushrooms, and we are going to lose ourselves within the soil of the Sasquatch nation. and I'm going to try to get everyone to experience what I experienced, which is that disassociative state of bliss and being spread out thin. And if I can recruit a couple of Sasquatch as part of the congregation, all the better.
All right. So we'll have you make that as an ascents roll, I think.
Okay. All right.
Actually, a willpower.
I
Oh no,
think-
this is to your congregation, so it will be ascents.
Okay. Boo, 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 boo. That's scrolling back to the top. Put in my dice. And it's a 4.
Nice. You're gonna fill up 2 more pips.
Nice. Very cool.
Your congregants have attuned themselves to the mycelium network and are now even more turbocharged evangelists, having
Nice.
experienced this.
Look at that. Everyone's going to want to have a trip with their own Sasquatch after I'm done.
Is
what
your
we're going
congregation at the
for?
point where they're door knocking?
We want that?
Yeah, definitely want that. Yep.
Frank
You
wants
gotta
that.
learn connection with all living creatures, including the woolly
Yes,
and large toad.
and large toad. And that was just your first one. So what other activity do you want to do?
Let's see. Maybe I should do some training. I probably should. Let me click in there. You know what? I could put in some training for willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you train in willpower, then you're going to be almost full up on that track.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Nice. Okay. And then what we're going to do, the last thing we're going to do is your complications, entanglements. So if someone would roll a d6 for me.
Mongoose, do you mind? Or how about Rebel, since it's not your character? There we go. 4.
It was a 4?
Yes. I got
Okay. So rivals or supernatural badness?
rivals. We gotta see this parkourist.
That is
Why not
the
both?
most.
Why can't it be a supernatural parkourist?
Yeah. This is
We'll have to play to find out. But yes, rival is what we'll go for. And then if they end up being supernatural, woo!
the
I hope it's
ghost
supernatural, but
of
none of
the
it has to do with
parkourist.
parkour.
Right. So this is going to be a faction that's neutral to you is going to throw their weight around, threaten you, a friend or a contact, or one of your vice purveyors.
Mm.
Wow. I mean, other than Alex's character, who's had like a bullseye on him the entire time, on them. Like, how would they get your vice? How would it get
My
Mongoose's vice? Yeah, like just close down all the high-end posh stores in the neighborhood.
Well, so here's how I think it would go is that Mongoose is trying really hard to hide her real identity, but in pursuit of her vice, she slips up and uses her corporate ID.
Oh, all right, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Because she needs to de-stress and she's out of, heist money. She's got basically infinite money on her corporate ID.
Right. So you spent some of that instead. So what you can do is either forfeit 1 rep or 1 nuyen from your crew stash, or stand up to your rival and lose 1 status with them. And I'll determine who that is before next session.
I mean, the way Mongoose would handle it is probably stand up to the rival,
Okay.
right?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
lose a status.
Okay. So you lose 1 status with them. That's fine. I will adjust and tell you who it is that you've got to deal with now who doesn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Very neat. Okay. This mushroom Sasquatch cult of mine is going exactly where I want it to go. Mongoose, I think
People were hearing all kinds of Sasquatch howls from the edge of town recently.
Oh my god, that's
Oh
great.
my god.
Uh, I think everybody else is doing good. This was fun. It was nice to get back on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get
despite
technical difficulties fixed. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have brand new, as in very old credits to roll us out on. But other than that, goodbye, everyone. Tune in next time. And yeah, watch the skies. I'm never going to do this right. I don't care. I don't give a damn.
Skies.
Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew, and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at non-productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!